So on the Craigslist things, it's what I call it like digital farming.
Okay.
Traditional farming is, sending out mailers to certain areas multiple times. And then even a little bit step further than that, once they send out mailers, start calling those same neighbors that you're sending the mailers out to, and then just asking if they got your mailer and blah, blah, blah. And but another step into to the farming is going to be marketing those areas on the internet as well. And the easiest way I've found to do it is through this KV Core. So
Okay.
what you'll do is you'll go to listings, and then you can do all listings or you can do company listings. So company listings, you don't need to get the other agents um, approval to market their property, because they've signed it.
Oh, okay.
They signed the listing agreements are signed between the brokerage and the seller, right? Not
Right.
not the agent and the seller. So you don't need their approval to market their listings. Now, it may be a good thing to send them a text or an email or say, hey, just letting you know I'm trying to get some buyers for you over there on Main Street, whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Now, if you do all listings, it'll pull up every single listing that's outside of EXP as well. You do have to get their input as well. So
Oh, okay.
I would just find like an agent that has a bunch of listings and just send them an email or a text saying, I utilize KV Core to try to drive buyers to different houses and addresses, and I would love to try to bring you a buyer on your property there in 123 Main, or really for any property that you list. Would it be okay if I try to bring you some buyers on your listings? And most people are going to say, yeah, sure. And that's all you need is that little email I'm not in email confirmation. That's all you need. But I don't think there's no way they're going to even know where the hell, how this, how their property ended up on a website. They're just going to assume that it's, the damn internet doing its thing. But
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it's
Right.
good to do it. But so when you go to listings, you can go to filters here, and then all is all listings, and then my
Okay.
listing is just your listings, and then
Right.
agency listings are EXP's listings.
Okay.
And what I do is I try to market to certain really subdivisions so one of my subdivisions is Spring Valley. It's 77055, and I market a lot to Spring Valley. We do,
Okay.
I already set it up through Yellow Card. Yellow Card sends them mail. My ISA's dial in 77055. And then in addition, I try to post properties in 77055 on the internet. And the best that what I've seen is the best site to do that is Craigslist, because it has a phenomenal SEO score with Google. So when you put
Oh,
stuff into
okay.
Craigslist, it's like manual input. We're feeding the internet like manual stuff. They think we typed all this stuff in, and it becomes relevant to the internet, as opposed to just sharing a article or something that someone's pre-written. Like SEO doesn't really like stuff that isn't like generated on someone else, like someone's own ideas or something. So what I've seen,
Okay.
so what I do is I go to listings, I go to all listings, I go to draw on map, and then
Okay.
I know my area that I like to farm is Spring Valley Village.
Okay.
Um, so what you can do is you can go to draw area, and then let's just start, here and go over here. And this is kind of the area all the way to Gessner I go do, and then just a little bit below I-10. And I kind of try to market this because that's where I live. I try to
Okay.
market this area right here. So you go to apply
Okay.
section, and then, whoops, apply that section, and then apply the filter, and it's going to pull up all listings in that area. So
Wow.
there's
Okay.
485 in that area.
Damn.
And so, and really right off the bat, I'll just go to this one. Let's just say this one's 618. I would love to get some, $600,000 buyers or sellers or
Hmm.
whatever you want. So nice little house. And what you'll want to do is go to more actions right here, and then you'll post to Craigslist. And once you do it, the system kind of does it for you, if you will. If you'll see what I'm,
Okay.
so go down here, go to post to Craigslist, and then watch what the system does. It does everything for you.
Oh, wow.
And even though I don't know why I'm zooming so damn far in, even though it's like all this information and look at all this stuff that basically the internet is going to assume that we have typed all this stuff in, and it's going to make it pretty relevant to that certain area pretty quickly. So what'll happen, and when I say pretty quick, I mean a few weeks. You got to kind of do this every day, I would think.
Oh, okay.
You should just
Okay.
make this a part of your day, really. And as you can see, it took 2 seconds, right? And
Now
then,
that contact information at the
yeah.
bottom, is that yours now?
So yes, that is going to say, it's brought to you by this person. When they
Okay.
click on the link, it's going to take them
Okay.
basically to this site pretty much.
Okay.
And it's going to give the listing agents information. I'll show you. So this is the link
Okay.
it's going to send them to when they
And
click.
it keeps track of what you've already sent to Craigslist, so you don't duplicate your efforts
Yeah,
on these
when
homes?
you go to
Okay.
listings, it'll say that it's been posted so many times.
Okay, gotcha.
It'll
Gotcha.
show you.
Okay.
Now that's the easy way, like you can do quick. So it automatically imports your smart number, and then once they send a text to your smart number for more information and pictures, it's going to send them this link to this. And it's going
Okay.
to be, and then once they click a few times, I don't want to do it because it'll try to get me to register. But once you click a few times, it will force me to register to continue to look at this property. And then once I register to look at the information, it goes back into my smart CRM under contacts, and it'll
You
come
broke
in.
up. Say that again. Continue to register.
What's that?
I'm sorry. You broke up that. Oh, hold on. Internet
Oh yeah,
connection is.
no,
It says you continue to register.
yeah, once you click a few photos, it makes you register the client.
Oh, okay.
And then once
On
the
the
client
viewing end.
registers to be able
Gotcha.
to look at more photos and more information, it throws
Okay.
the information into your smart CRM section.
Ah, gotcha.
And the
Gotcha.
source,
Okay.
I know these are, let me clear this. The source is typically lead form. So they've requested they filled out the form that made them register or whatever. So you'll be able to track all these. And then when they come in, what I do is when they come in, they're not, oh, sorry, it broke up again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
When they come in, they're not usually hashtagged at all. I have my ISA doing this stuff for me, but if you don't have one, you need to do it. Basically, when they come in, you need to hashtag them. What I try to do is hashtag them that area that I'm farming. So let's say this was one of the leads that came in. I would open up that lead. Let's say, like I said, let's say it came in. I would open up that lead. The first thing I was do is I was going here and I would hashtag them Spring Valley or whatever area you're trying to
Okay.
farm. And then
Okay.
once you add the hashtag, it'll add them as a hashtag. The reason you need to do that is because let's just type in Team Legacy because I have all my agents in my team on KV Core 2 or all my reps on KV Core 2 because it's just a lot easier to communicate with people if you have them hashtag. So let's say you posted the thing to Craigslist, they clicked on it, they registered, you hashtagged them, and you've been doing that for a long time. You can go in here and you can search for those lead sources.
Oh.
In the search bar. Oh, sorry, I put the yeah. You can do a hashtag and let's say hashtag Spring Valley. All the Spring Valley leads will pop up. So you'll be able
Gotcha.
to mass email those people, mass text those people. You can even create a video message, just one, it's free. The free version of video messages is you record a video and then you send it to the client. And then if you want to pay for some, basically you can pre-record videos and have them saved, and then you can just select the video you want to send, but that costs money. But so it could just be like, you could select all of them. You can video messages, say something like, thanks for coming out, checking out properties in Spring Valley. My name's Larry. If you have any questions about my website or the property or anything, or if you need anything, you're interested in real estate at all, just let me know, have a good day.
Okay.
And you can create that video and blast it to,
okay.
I got a ton of people in here, but you can blast it to any lead source that you want.
And that's the script for email or text or video, which you just said there. Thanks for looking at my Spring Valley property. Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of typical.
Yeah.
But
It's
that's
something
typically
like
what
that.
you're kind of, I mean, yeah, not verbatim, but just that's the type of message you're sending.
Yeah, 100%. Because
Um,
you want to kind of try to find some common ground right off the bat. So you don't want to say, "Hey, this is Larry, your real estate agent." Just check it.
right,
Like, who the
right.
hell is this dude? You know, if they don't know who you are, but
Yeah,
if you say something
gotcha.
like,
That's where I'm,
"Hey, this is Larry. I know you registered. Well, you're looking at some properties in Spring Valley, 77055. Just wanted to, reach out and ask if you have any questions about the website or the properties that you're seeing or anything. Just kind of let me know, and then kind of
gotcha.
whatever and blast it." So, sorry. In order for you to be doing all this, you need to be using the KV Core in Google Chrome. So, do you have that internet browser, Google Chrome? If not, you need
Yeah,
to download it.
yeah. I use Chrome majority of the time. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going to happen when you try to do it? It's going to mess up because I don't think you've done the plugins. So I'll kind of get
Okay.
a little technical with you. If you want, go ahead and pull up KV Core on Google Chrome, because I'm going to show you, if you can, I'm going to show you what you need to do to be able to post stuff to Craigslist.
Okay. So okay. I've clicked on listings.
Okay, so well, in your Google Chrome, you see my screen.
Yes.
You see this little puzzle piece up there?
Puzzle piece.
Do you see it? Click on that. You need to add KV Core as an
Okay.
extension and basically give it full access.
So manage extensions.
Yeah.
KV
I don't know.
Core.
Type in, because KV Core
Yeah.
doesn't pop up, does it?
Uh-uh.
Type in Craigslist and see if that pops up. Or like auto posting, or because it's hard. I don't know why it doesn't pop up, but a lot of people have that same issue. Did you find it?
Negative.
Let me go to the details of this.
No.
And when you typed in KV or even type in core, nothing pops up.
Just says no search results found. I just did KV and still same thing. So just do core, negative.
When I type in KV, it pops up on my end.
See.
I don't know why. And obviously you're on Google Chrome. Yeah, obviously.
KV. Okay, KV core, KV auto / posting. Okay, let me try.
Yeah, I go in, I search extensions and just type in KV and it pops up, but that's maybe because I have it already installed. Let's try it this way. Let's try to go ahead and post a listing to Craigslist, and it's probably going to make you download the extension. I'm just thinking out loud. I think that.
Okay.
So go to listings, and it doesn't really matter. Go to any listing.
Listings. Okay.
And then click on it, and then go to top right, more actions, and then go down to post to Craigslist. Then it should force you to get that extension. That may be the easier way.
Okay, do that again. So it's
Yeah.
listings
So go listings,
and then
and
more
then choose any listing really.
more
Yeah.
actions. Post to Craigslist. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Yeah, try that route. Just kind of follow those steps. Because I'll tell people how to do all this stuff and they'll get stoked, and then they'll be like, it didn't work. And I'll be like,
install our Chrome extension. Listen.
yeah, there you go. I don't know why it doesn't pop up when you search.
Huh.
Why this guy, he keeps calling me. Let me answer this real quick.
Yep.
My buyer's agent. Hey, I'm on Zoom. Everything good? Yeah, I'll jump off. Should be finished in Zoom about 11. I'll jump off. Call you. All right. See you. Get it?
Okay, so. Okay, so let me get out of this. Maybe it's,
Yeah. Then once you do it, you got to kill the Chrome and then open it back up.
okay.
But yeah, even if you're just doing this, I would say 5 to 10 properties per subdivision that you want to focus in per day
Okay,
would be great. I would think after even a week or two, you should be getting some organic leads to your KV core. And that's pretty quick on when you're talking about SEO. Because I think a lot of people mess up on the SEOs. They try to get relevant in Houston, Texas, and that's impossible, right? There's already so many people been doing that for so many years. But if there's probably not a lot of people just feeding the internet stuff in a certain subdivision, so you become relevant pretty quickly.
and people actually peruse Craigslist
So
for
here's a
homes.
lot of people ask me that they don't.
Okay,
When you post it to Craigslist and someone Googles property in a subdivision, your ad pops
gotcha,
up.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And
So
then,
it's the connection,
and when they
okay,
click on that ad, it doesn't open Craigslist. It opens the link, and the
yep,
link goes to your site, and then
gotcha,
yep.
okay. So I picked a listing.
Okay, great.
Post to Craigslist. Now it says Craigslist URL not set.
Yep. Go to set URL.
Okay, hold on. Please configure the KV core. Okay, so
Yeah, I think.
okay, so I'm going to click on the puzzle piece.
Yeah, and go to
Can
set
you do that
URL.
on your screen? Is that
Well,
the
I've already
puzzle
set it up,
piece?
so I don't know.
Okay, but it's just
I think you
okay.
set
Puzzle piece.
instead of clicking on the puzzle piece, click
Oh,
on
set
the
URL. There it is.
actual.
Okay,
There you
there
go.
it is. Yep, there. Yep, yep,
Then
yep.
basically it'll have you log into Craigslist or something, even make an account if you don't have one, and then you'll set the area that you're going to post in.
Okay.
You see, so your area, I don't know how specific it gets. It may be Conroe or Spring. It will probably just be Houston, but I don't know. I did
Then I
this.
guess I have to get out again. Okay.
Well, once you
Yeah.
do all that,
Yeah.
it's
See if
kind
I
of
do this
confusing. I don't
again.
know. So I'll teach this. I'll teach everyone how to do this, and then everyone will be like, I couldn't figure it out. I'm not doing it. And I'm like, how the hell could you not click 3 times and post a thing? But I learned probably a few months ago that they have to do what you're doing right now.
Gotcha. Okay, so post to Craigslist. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, it'll ask you to set the URL. Once you set the URL, it opens up Craigslist, and then you basically got to log
and
in.
then you have to go to, okay, I have to select a region. So I
There
go
you
to
go.
Texas,
From
and
Texas,
then go to Houston.
yeah, unless there is Spring or Conroe, or
No,
I don't think it's
just,
that. Yeah, I think it's just Houston.
okay, now, okay, you may navigate from this page. Okay,
There we go.
so there we go. So let me just refresh and see what that does. So post to Craigslist. Okay, now we changed. Okay, and here we go. Okay,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep.
Top right.
Yep. It's still going. It's still going. It's still building. Yep. 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 Okay. And this is an unpublished draft. Publish.
Yeah.
It's got the picture. Can you see it? Townhome, 2-bath, 2-bed. And then there's my please text to Larry S62. And I guess that's my KV core phone number.
KV core, and you want to leave it that because one, I don't want my phone number all over internet, especially on all
Yeah.
list. So you want to leave that, and then
Okay.
it'll be able to, once they start texting back and forth, even it'll be, all that information will be in the contact itself under the, timeline, all the
Okay.
notes and stuff.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
So, but now let's get like a little bit specific here. Make sure you go to filters and then kind of draw an area, or even zoom in on a
Yeah.
subdivision that you want.
Right.
And
Okay.
maybe, maybe that subdivision, and then maybe, surrounding ones, because if you just do one small little subdivision and if there's no listings, then it's hard to. So
Yeah.
kind of like what I
Okay.
did. I did a certain area of Houston. So wherever you want, and then once you find all those, like I was saying, I would do, I would do 5 to 10 per area per day. And then once you get it down, you'll jump in here, you'll knock out your Craigslist postings. It'll take you 5-10 minutes, and then you'll be, well.
Okay. So when you say 5 to 10 a day, so is that within the same area that I've
Yeah, 5 to 10
geofenced, or is that a new
Yeah.
area?
per area.
Okay. So new area every day, like subdivision A, subdivision B,
Well,
subdivision C, so on.
Yeah, so a certain area, 5 to 10 every day per area.
Per
Now,
area.
if
Okay.
there's a lack of listings and you're finding yourself posting the same listings,
Okay.
maybe not do that, but
Okay.
maybe just do
Okay.
5 that's what I would do, because I did a class on SEO years ago, and it's just about, to build a good SEO score, basically your relevancy score for anything on the internet, you have to be consistent with raw information, like raw data.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think that's why this works so well with Craigslist, is because you have a whole paragraph of data that you're putting on the internet.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
it keeps seeing Larry in 77055. It just keeps seeing Larry Sims, Larry Sims, Larry Sims. And then people will just start Googling properties in 7705, and Larry Sims will pop up.
Gotcha.
It's-
Gotcha.
it's-
Okay.
it's the
Okay.
idea. And it takes a little bit,
Okay.
but it's a
Sure.
free
Sure.
way to generate organic traffic to your site,
Yeah.
build up your contact.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Wanted to
Okay. Okay.
make sure that, one, that you knew that was even available, and then two, you knew how to do it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
In addition to that, I don't want to get, like I said, too technical, but if you
No,
can
you're
go
good.
down to lead engine, well, you don't have to, you can just kind of watch me, but if you go
Okay.
down to lead engine and then call capture,
Okay.
that would be another thing that you can start, feeding the internet, or putting on, even on your business card or whatever. So basically the idea of the call capture is, if they text any type of custom code to your smart number, this system will allow that contact, whoever texts this information, to be sent a website, send anything you want. So anytime someone texts the word sign up to my smart number, they get sent to my agent attraction website. So
Okay.
I can say on my business cards, on my email signature, when I'm meeting somebody like an elevator or something, and they say, "What's this EXP thing about?" Like, oh man, that's a mouthful. I can't tell you now, but go ahead and text sign up to my number real quick, and you'll get information on it. And then let's follow and let's chat after that, right? Something like that. But another good thing is, if you have a listing and you want to
Can you
market
add
that,
your own number if you wanted to this part, or is that also
well,
on?
you need to add your smart number. So if you ever want to know your smart number, just go to your name up here and click down, and that's your smart number.
Okay.
Now you can get a specific smart number. Like I have a local one, and I think it's very worth it. It's $27 a month, but I think it's totally worth it because I have a local number.
Okay.
And that's something it's up to you if you want to kind of go that route. But if you start doing these Craigslist and doing these custom codes and having a lot of people text a certain number, I would consider getting your own unique smart number.
Okay.
That's your call.
And you put that on your card as well, or your website, or just
I put it all my signs, all over my
your
signs.
signs?
My sign,
Okay.
any basically lead source that I'm putting. So my signs, my Craigslist postings, obviously, anything on the internet, they're going to text this number, not my cell phone.
That's okay. That's what you and Amanda, I was watching your and Amanda's video the
Yeah.
other day on the listing presentation, and y'all had mentioned one of the perks to list to the seller is you'll have the sign plus
Yeah, you
the
let them
text.
know.
That's what that is.
You let them
Okay.
know, yeah, when you're in the listing appointment, one of the things that you say, one of the things that I invest in is basically a call to action on my signs. Most
Gotcha.
people, they don't even think, they put whatever number the brokerage is or their cell phone number or whatever,
Right.
just put on the
Right.
sign. And I can tell you right now, most real estate agents don't answer their phone, right? So what's
Yes.
the point of their number
Right.
being out there on your sign? There's no
Right.
point to it. So what I do is I invest in a smart number, and my smart
Okay.
number is unique, and it basically drives people to whatever website I want them to go to if they ever text information about it. So
Okay.
so that's why I let the seller know. That's just another perk of using us, is we have, you know, smart numbers on our signs.
What
Now,
happens to the number if you call it versus texting it?
call it and goes, if it gets forwarded to your cell phone.
Forwarded to you. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay.
So if you were to call this number, my cell phone will start ringing.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
but and the reason I do that is one, to get more, you know, leads off of listings. I don't know who came in here. Someone's trying to get in here. Decline. One is I try to get more leads off my listings. I try to, if I get a listing, my goal is to sell that one and then 2 other transactions. So my goal is to sell that listing, get another listing in the same area, and get a buyer off that listing. That's the goal.
Okay.
And even if I sell the listing without getting into the other things, it's almost like, man, that sucks. I kind of wasted an opportunity there. Because listings, I think I told you this before, listings have babies. If you have a list,
Right.
they can create more listings and more leads for you. So when someone gets a listing, they get so focused on just selling that listing, you know, maybe that's all they do. And then once they sell that listing, they're fired, right? You don't,
Gotcha.
your money's there and the listing's gone. Go get
But
your
you're
sign.
hoping to sell that house and
I'm
help
hoping to
them buy
sell
the
that
next
house.
house.
And the reason I sold that house, well, hopefully I did such a good job selling that house, I can let all the neighbors know of that. And then they're, you know, find the people on the fence about selling,
Yep.
because statistics will show every time a sign goes up in a yard in a certain area, within 3 months, another sign goes up in that same area. It's like a lot of the times. So it's just
Mhm.
about you finding that seller in that subdivision. So that's one of the reasons I put the smart number on it. And that's one of the reasons that when my sign goes up in the area, and then I have my sign up, I have a smart number up, I'm feeding the internet all a bunch of stuff on that area. I'm mailing out to that area. Like I'm super relevant. They just think I just own 77055, and
Yep.
not really. I just moved here like a year and a half ago. Like, but
Gotcha.
they just assume that because they just see me everywhere.
Right.
But
Right. Gotcha.
it's because
Okay.
I've been mailing and texting and all kinds of stuff. So um, the way to do this, and it depends on what you want to use the smart number for. But let's say you want to create your own Craigslist ad to post on the internet, and you kind of go the old fashioned way of just kind of making an ad in and putting it into, you know, homes for sale or whatever, or on Facebook. If you want to post like a link to try to get buyers into, like what I do is garage sale groups
Oh,
or
okay.
trading groups, like there's Spring Valley Village Trading, and they trade all kinds of stuff, and there's Spring Valley open garage sale groups, and that's where all your neighbors will be, in those groups.
Gotcha.
So the
Gotcha.
idea is to
Okay.
say, so anything you can say, you can go, so let me just show you what I'm talking about here. You can go right
Okay.
here to I don't know why a bunch of people are trying to get in here. Let me remove. We may have another meeting at 11 on this same Zoom, but anyway. So let's go to web. So you go to web and IDX, and you go to website manager. And the reason I'm going that, because I can go to my website that's backed by KV Core, not
Okay.
another one that I'm, you know, not another one that I'm paying for.
Another domain. Yeah.
Then it won't work. Let me get on. Some people keep trying to get in here. 1 second. I'm going to ask Amanda what's
Okay.
going on. Hey, do you have a meeting at like 11 or something?
Every Thursday, City does a new agent orientation on
Ah,
I do production coaching as well.
okay, we'll finish up. Bunch of people are trying to get in here.
Yeah, it's for the new agent orientation.
All right, I won't end this then. Sorry. So there's a new agent orientation at 11. So people are trying.
Oh,
to get
okay.
in line. So I'll just
Gotcha.
leave them, I'll just leave them in the waiting room while we do this real quick. All right. So you can see this. So one thing, so let's do a seller one, right? So
Okay.
let's try to attract sellers. So right here, go to your website and go to sell. And then
Okay.
basically, what is your home worth? What you want is to get people to this, and then they plug in their address to see, you know, an estimate of what their home is worth. The only thing you need to do is copy this web address right here, and it's a live link.
Okay.
You don't have to redo this every day. So once you copy that, because that's where we want to drive people to, you go back to your KV core, go back to the lead engine portion, and then go to call capture, because we're going to create something like that. So add new, and you can even do whatever you want to do. Let's say text price or text value. Let's do value. Text value to my smart number, and you'll be able to find out what your property's worth. You know, no obligation, no hassle. If you're interested in what your property think is worth because the market's so crazy, text value to my smart number or text anything. You can, whatever you want to do there. And then you can
Okay.
say, you know, thanks. Hope this information helps.
You're good.
Click below, you know,
Uh-huh.
your value of your home,
Yep.
or whatever you want to put.
Yeah. Yeah.
The value of your home. So, and then what we just copied, we'll paste it in.
Paste. Okay.
Then what I would do is I would do a hashtag, whatever, because when that lead comes in, I want them to be hashtag, so I can, you know, I can reach out to all those people. You can even
Okay.
hashtag, I try to do the same hashtag as my smart code. So I'll know what leads come in,
Okay.
but it's
Okay.
whatever you want to do, value, and you actually have to press it. And then, you know, I want them to go to my smart number. So that's what I've created. So if anybody texts the word value to my
That
smart
number.
number, hey, hope
Then
this
they're-
information helps, click below for the value of your home, and
Then
then
that's
add
the
it.
response. Okay.
And then once
Gotcha.
they, you know, once they text it, I'm going to edit here, copy that again. Once they text it, it'll send them to this thing, and then they'll type in their address, you know.
Okay. So where are they seeing that? I kind of lost track of.
Yeah,
so
no,
you
where you
said-
want to post this is like the garage sale groups, the Facebook groups,
Oh.
local community groups. Kind of add yourself to the areas that you're targeting.
Okay.
And, on social media, add yourself to those garage sale groups, add yourself to those subdivisions, and you can search any groups on Facebook. Let's say,
Okay.
I don't know of any subdivision. I'll just say Carlton Woods because I know Carlton Woods.
Yeah.
Let's say Carlton Woods. I wouldn't do it in Carlton Woods, by the way.
I gotcha.
Say Carlton Woods, and you just kind of search those groups on Facebook and start adding yourself to them. And then you can make a post one day and say, hey, market's kind of nuts. Got a ton of buyers in your subdivision. Anyway, if you guys are ever interested in learning just the value of your house, click here. You'll get the value of your house in less than a few minutes. And
Gotcha.
then you'll say, just text value to my number.
Gotcha.
And that's
Gotcha.
one way.
Okay.
Or, I mean,
Okay.
all kinds of stuff, really. Next door is a
Gotcha.
good one. Really anywhere. You can just, that can be you can put that on your business card or whatever. When you're going out and networking and passing out to different clients.
Gotcha.
And they'll
Gotcha.
say, oh, Larry, it looks pretty cool. And they'll flip it over and go, oh, I can see the value of my house real quick. Let's do that. You know, that's fun.
Gotcha.
That's the
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
you can
Okay.
do these smart codes for anything. These are all the zip codes I focus in. So those are all mine. So basically, if anybody ever texts these zip codes to my smart number, it sends them areas in these zip codes, sends them homes in these.
Okay. Okay.
Then
Okay.
when those leads come in, I can search the hashtags, you know, and I could, you know, reach out to those people and say, just got an upcoming listing hitting in 77007.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I
Okay.
wanted to make sure
Okay.
that, you know, typically, you know, we talk about your business and stuff like that, but I wanted to kind of, like I said, some meat and potatoes today. So
Yeah, that's good
show
stuff.
you
Good
stuff
stuff.
what to do. I'm going to stop the recording. I'm not going to end the Zoom because apparently I have a bunch of people in the waiting room.
Okay.
But I am going to stop the recording